Production.
The community of Bexon is one which is prone to flooding and was severely affected by the Christmas weather system. The Return to Happiness program now moves to Bexon.
In some ways I think it has been rewarding for the children, because in my very first group we had a little girl who was traumatized by the storm, but after a few days you could see that she was getting better, that she was not so afraid of thunder and lightning and rain anymore. She was actually more cohesive with the group, joining in activities, participating more.
Return to happiness! Return to happiness! Return to happiness! That's what it's all about! Return to happiness! Return to happiness! Return to happiness! That's what it's all about! Return to happiness! Return to happiness! Return to happiness! That's what it's all about! Miss Pastor! Pastor!
Really? Tell us what happened.
Mud go in my house. Bexon was flooded.
A lot of people that die. Not a lot, around 6 of them, and that's
And how does that make you feel?
sad.
That the people died?
Sad.
When I was playing with my friends, I went in town. I saw a container in the water flowing down. I saw a man underneath the tree naked, the water flowing down.
When I watch in the window, I see a cow in the house, a dead cow. And when the water was coming up, I was trying to save a bite. When the water came, I would sleep at my grandpa's.
The night of the rain and the next day, what did you see and how did you feel?
Well, I felt very sad knowing that the people died, and I'm feeling very happy that I'm in this program with my friends having fun. I saw many things, but I wasn't happy about it. I saw the Mark Bridge was destroyed completely. So that's where I came from, and I'm very sad about it.
The ministry is very elated with the success of this program. As you are aware, a number of children were affected by this system that passed over the Christmas season. And through UNICEF, we were able to do this Return to Happiness program. And based on feedback from our social transformation officers, the kids were really, really happy to get this opportunity, because they use the play and they use the puppetry and the poetry and dance and so on to express their inner feelings as it relates to this event. Understandably, many of them would still have to deal with a lot of psychological issues. And what our staff with the other facilitators have identified is that there are a number of kids that they have flagged in terms of who need additional support and additional psychosocial intervention. So the ministry is going to work with these kids and with these families and with the other partner agencies to ensure that our intervention doesn't stop here. Because to get these children back to normalcy would require partnership with other agencies.
The Ministry of Social Transformation, Local Government and Community Empowerment continues its implementation of the Return to Happiness program. We now move to the Vieux Technical School, where the program is being conducted.
Oh, it has been a very good experience. The kids are really open, they're sharing, and they're actually making making progress bit by bit. Yes, when they came in the first day, we got the stories, but they're building up, they're happier now, and we can see a change in them.
I like coloring. Drawing is my favorite. A truck with a big gun, a big rocket. It's done by wedges and he just send it.
Why did you do that?
Because I want to be a marine.
Tell me about the picture.
Look, I have my plane and I have my police truck and my house.
We'd like to make a special appeal to those who still want to make a contribution to these children to contact the Ministry of Social Transformation so that we can make items, small items like toys available to these kids. Because we have to understand that even as adults, going through a crisis or going through an area of trauma is difficult. It's even more so in the eyes and in the mind of a child. And so giving them small things like some of their toys and some of the things that they would have lost helps into getting back into some kind of normalcy.
What about the frog? Tell us what the frog is. Alright, and what about the dog? Did the dog die, everybody? So with the dog, the frog, and the rabbit, everybody got safely on the car?
Yes.
You sure? Alright, so those of you who are in that group, find your seats and another group has to come on now. You have to find your seat now? Just now? Have your seats now? Have your seats now? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You have the car. Which one are you having?
Can you explain to us what's going on?
Okay, so right now they are in the process of doing their storytelling. Their stories have to start off with some kind of a crisis, and they're supposed to get some form of help, and they're supposed to get out of it and get to a better place. So right now they're all choosing their characters, and the characters have to find themselves in the story. They're creating the story as they go along. So you find that they're going around the class with you know, looking for higher ground. They finally find higher ground. So the area where the bags are, they say that's where the food is. So they're eating and they're having fun, and they're coming back to report how they got to a better place, which is really what this whole program is about, getting them to understand that the future presents another opportunity, a better opportunity.
Okay, the Return to Happiness program was introduced to St. Lucia in 2010 after the passage of Hurricane Thomas, and it was introduced to the Ministry of Social Transformation through UNICEF, and it's basically a psychosocial program trying to assist children after any traumatic events in their life to sort of bring some normalcy to the life of the children. And basically we use play therapy, a lot of educational games, songs, their dreams and poems.
And for this this round of Return to Happiness, what was the theme that surrounded the sessions around the island?
Okay, well, the program this year, I must say, before, this is the first time St. Lucia is actually implementing the program without any regional facilitators. So after Thomas, we trained all school guidance counselors, including the district counselors and social transformation officers and some community leaders. And just after the Christmas Eve trough, we felt it was time to execute and roll out the program. So there was discussions between the Prime Minister's office and NEMO and the Ministry of Education, also including the Department of Human Services. And then the program was introduced to a number of communities. The communities are Canaries, Ancillary, Vieux, Vieux South, and the communities in Vieux South are Bacade, Docamel, Larichus, Latuni, and can't remember now. And in Miku we had Paulette and Margaret.
In my future, I would like to be a dancer. This is my picture. When I grow up, I would like to be a pirate.
This is my picture. In my future, I would like to be a modeler.
This is my picture, and this is what my future will look like, and I want to be a vet when I grow up. I'll have my own animal shelter.
In my picture, I own a business.
That's the sun, that's the clouds, the butterflies, my house, my mother mopping, that's my sister bathing, that's my garden, that's somebody walking with the dog, and that's people playing Chinese ski.
That's the sun, that's my spaceship, that's my car, and that's me, and look my tanga. In the future, I like to be what that mean? A police.
My shop, the sun, the sky, and my plants.
In the future, I would like to be?
In the future, I like to be a shopkeeper.
In my future, they build a park for the children. So that's the park and that's the swing and them.
And in the future, you would like to be?
I like to work as a teacher. That's my house. In a garden.
And in the future, I would like to be? In the future, I would like to be?
Living in the upstairs and downstairs. When I grow up, I want to be in the upstairs and downstairs house.
This is the sea, the sun, and the birds. And I'm in the sea.
In the future, I would like to be?
In the future, I would like to be a doctor.
My spaceship, the car, the sky, and the sun.
In the future, I would like to be?
A police.
Based on comments and feedback from both the facilitators and the participants or the beneficiaries, so far the program, I believe, has met its expectations, and to a certain extent I think we've surpassed our expectations in that we had only scheduled the program for Bexon and Mark, and the second day of the program we had to introduce it to Otsa. So based on what the participants are saying, that they're able to express themselves, they're able to externalize how they feel during the storm and after, and they do that by their drawings, and one can actually depict some of the feelings and the emotions that the children felt, so much so that the program has given us an opportunity as a ministry and the Department of Human Services to identify children with the extent of the impacts they have had in the past, and even other incidents that have happened in their communities, especially in the Vieux area, the Bacade area and the Bruceville area. One is, one can say
those areas are known as high crime areas. And some of the kids, they're actually depicting their feelings in the drawings, not just during the trough, but even during the time when maybe a shooting or a chopping has taken place in the community.
My name is Maxim, and I dream about I was going to school, and this is the term for CXC. And then the next day, when we had to go, and me and my mother had to go in the school and take the report book, I passed my CXC.
This is my dream. The biggest boss in the world. All people who watching me on the camera, remember the biggest boss in the world. I can make your future come true. The biggest boss in the world. Alright. This is where you have my assistants, my workers, and that's my office there. The world boss. The world boss. That's my TV there. That's my ride there. I have limousine, planes, private planes, whatever you want. Remember, you're talking to the biggest boss in the world. Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Jalen Camille, and I want to buy a car for my mother.
This is me, Shane Charles. My dream is to be a back operator so I could make money, so I could raise my kids and my mother and most everybody in my family.
And this is my dream, me driving a plane.
This is my dream. My name is Ryan Joseph. My dream is to get a car.
My name is Andrew Miller. My dream is to play football and make money for my mom.
My dream is happy.
My name is Shia Amidia. My dream is to plant flowers to the people who don't have and to provide food for them.
My name is Shania Francis. My dream is to be a scientist, a painter, a singer, and a doctor.
My name is Julie Dominic. My favorite dream is happy.
My name is Brianna Camille, and my dream is to be in the army.
Those who want to go to school, write his CXCs and pass all his subjects. We have some people who want to be world bosses. We have those that want to be footballers, and two of you said you want to make the money so you can buy something for your mom and your family. Very, very nice. Give yourselves a tap on the back. Very nice. And if you continue to think about your dream and continue to work hard, do you think you can accomplish your dreams?
Yes.
Nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you. As long as you focus, as long as you keep trying, as long as you don't give up, you are determined, nothing is impossible. Okay?
Water came into the house whilst we was there. We started hearing a song. So my mother looked outside to see them. She just started seeing water coming into the house. So we heard some other people saying, water, water. That's what I know, and then I went to my neighbor's house.
My name is Gia Class. I'm 10 years old. I'm from the Vieux Primary School and I live near Dock Road.
Tell me what you saw the day of the flood.
Well, it was in the night at 12 something, so I didn't know. And then I had my mother and them coming and saying water, water. Then I get up. Then when I watch, I see the whole of Shantytown was flooded. I saw people running, people pushing cars in the water. I saw people taking out their clothes in the water. I heard people saying help, help. And then my mother tell us like that, start packing our things, our books. And then I brought my books and picked by my uncle, and I didn't know he was going to flood. So all my books went and things. And then my uncle's house was flooded. He had to burst the house. Then we came in the school was flooded, the mud, everywhere was deep mud. And then the first day of school, we came to school and then they started saying everybody will wear swings, go to a principal. Then I came here, we start to draw. We draw about our future, what we saw, what we see the next day, and that was it.
The water come in my house, I cannot move the water out. Nobody there to help me, just myself and my mommy. But we managed to get the water out. No more water in my house. We done return to happiness now.
For a second time, the Ministry of Social Transformation has had the opportunity to actually go through the Return to Happiness program. We did it the first time after Thomas, and it was a success. And here again, we have been at it for the past 2 weeks in different locations. My base was primarily in the south, which is the Vieux area, and I found that it was very well attended. The kids, the parents, a lot of cooperation from the parents especially, and from the children in terms of their participation. They were able to actually tell, given the opportunity to actually tell their stories and to see how it is that they can make their communities better. It is a time for us at the Ministry of Social Transformation to take all of those lessons that we have learned and to implement some of the things into our work program to make communities better. To restore them to happiness, as the program speaks, not only in terms of the children, but also the families, to ensure that we reach out to those who are in need in terms of our recovery efforts, in restoring homes, in restoring people to a sense of normalcy as much as possible.
We wanted to thank the partners in terms of the private sector, in terms of the Division of Human Services, in terms of the Ministry of Education, who came on board in a big way. And of course, without UNICEF, we could not have undertaken this project. So we have to say a big thank you to them. It was through this collective collaboration we were able to support these children, and we're grateful to be able to do that. Importantly, too, I must mention that this is the first time that this Return to Happiness program was facilitated essentially locally, and that is truly commendable.
This is my picture when in my future. This is my upstairs and downstairs house, and this is my garden.
And what do you want to be in the future? So in the future, I would like to be?
In the future, I like to be a doctor. Bye!
This has been a production of the Ministry of Social Transformation, Local Government and Community Empowerment. I'm your host, Adara King. Thanks for watching.